divided by the original length. Okay, and given for the modulus of elasticity of the material, stress divided by the string. Okay? So yun. So let's try this sample problem for normal stresses. Ay, paano nga po ulit pag sinabi natin normal stress? Can anyone recall? Pag sinabi natin normal stress? Anyone? Any volunteers? Anong pag sinabi nating normal stress?
So, bigyan na yung pinag-usapan dito, pinag-iilan na sir discussion. At para mas ma-appreciate natin, syempre, ito, para mas ma-appreciate natin,
Uy,
let's try solving.
siya magtatawag na lang ako. Walang mag-volunteer eh.
Try solving sample problem about pressure. So, here,
Patong si Jared. Michael,
number 8,
ano ibig sabihin pag sinabi nating normal stress?
depends on the temperature of the air in the tire. When the air temperature is 25 degrees
Wait lang po.
usually it's 210 kilopascal. If the volume of the tire is 0.05 liter, determine the pressure rise. So may change in pressure tayo in the tire when the air temperature in the tire rises to 50 degree Celsius. Also, may sabang sitwasyon determine the atmosphere air that must be
Ano po, sir? Internal resistance of a material.
at this temperature.
Internal resistance of a material.
Degrees.
Internal, what do we mean by that? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Pinaka main definition pag sinabi nating normal stress. Sinabi ko yung kahapon. Explain natin yung kahapon. Okay? So what do we mean by normal stress, Jared? Pwedeng basahin kung nag-screenshot ka kahapon o nagkopya ka kahapon.
Is equal to nag-equal po kay 210 kilopascal. Binalik lang. Then provided tayo ng atmospheric pressure na 100 kilopascal. Nag-uusapan natin kay tire. Pag sinabi sa tire, engine tank, therefore that is constant volume. Very good. Alright, dahil dyan, meron kang 5 pitis sa akin.
Oh, asan ka na, Jared? Nag-off ka na ng camera mo. Anong sagot?
Alright, so I will give you 5.
Applied force acting perpendicular po, sir.
And whoever will show
Yun, ano? So it is the force or it is the stress that acts perpendicular to the surface. Okay? So example, ano? So a homogeneous 800 kilogram bar AB is supported at either end by a cable shown in the figure P105. So ito yung figure natin. Okay? So wag muna natin ulit pansinin yung ating mga solutions. Ano, baka kinokopya niya na agad ha. Baka mamaya mali yan. Ano? So calculate the smallest area of each cable if the stress is not to exceed 90 megapascal in bronze and 120 megapascal in steel. Okay? So dalawang area yung hahanapin natin for each material which is bronze and steel. Okay? So given, so ito yung ating bar, this one. No, ito. Okay, so ito yung bar na yon that weighs, okay, 800 kilogram. So para maging unit siya ng force, multiply siya sa 9.81. Okay? So kaya kilogram times meters per second squared is Newton. Ano? So double check natin kung tama yung sagot, no? 800 times 9.81. So 7848 Newton. So tama. So we have now a unit of force na Newton. Okay? 7,848. Now, sabi dyan, for the first step, magsasummation tayo of forces y is equal to 0 or summation of forces vertical. Kung titignan natin, ito yung pinaka ano dyan eh. Ito yung pinaka figure dyan, this one. Okay? Itong in-asterisk ko. Tas this one is the FBD or the free body diagram. Okay? So based dito, focus muna tayo dito sa pinaka-illustration niya. So ito yung ating 800, ito yung 800 kilogram na bar. Okay? So this is the cable na made of bronze which is given na may length daw na ayan 4 meters. Okay? Tapos ito yung cable na steel with the length of 3 meters. Okay? Tapos given yung length ng bar which is 10 meters, yung haba ng bar natin. Okay? The length of 10 meters. So yung ating mga given parameters. Tapos dito focus na tayo sa FBD. So therefore yung P, yung force P ng bronze is going upward kasi yung tension niya, yung stress niya. So syempre hinihila niya yung bar. So therefore yung tension niya, yung force niya is pataas, opposite dun sa weight. Okay? And syempre dito naman yung steel pataas din kasi hinihila niya yung bar pataas din. So this is for steel. And then this is the weight, no, nung ating bar of the steel bar. Okay? So yan. Ayan, nakasulat pala FBD. So for the first step, so summation of forces vertical or summation of forces y is equal to 0. So lahat ng forces upward is considered positive. Okay? Now, so P nung bronze plus P nung steel minus yung force, no? Yung force natin na 7,848 is equal to 0. So finactor out yung ating 7,848 kaya naging 7,848 Newton. Okay? So since ito na may similar variable, common na naman sila. Okay, so P plus P is 2P. Teka lang. PBR is equal to PST. So bakit kaya in-equate? Okay, so in-equate na yung pressure ng yung force ng bronze is equal to the force ng steel kasi same weight naman yung kanilang binubuhat. Okay? Same naman ang direction. Ang kinaibahan lang ay di yung length, yung length. Okay? So in-equate bronze is equal to steel kaya PST plus PST is equal to 2 PST is equal to 7,848 divide both sides by 2 so this will be cancelled. So 7,848 divide 2 is equal to 3,924 Newton. So therefore this is equal. Okay? So ito ay 3,924, ito rin ay 3,924. Now, ang hinahanap dyan yung smallest area. So unahin natin yung steel. Okay? So para mahanap yung area, 'di ba? Meron tayong given na stress. Ayan, given yung stress niya. So alam natin na ang stress is equal to force over area which is na-given na ito, nakuha na natin ito. Ito 'yun. Okay? So substitution, okay? So 3,924 Newton, Tapos, 'di ba, sinabi ko kahapon yung megapascal pag sinimplify mo is equal to Newton per square millimeters. O, kaya na-cancel yung Newton, ang matitira is unit ng area, which is square millimeters. Same with the bronze, So, force over area din yan, makakancel yung Newton, matitira ay square millimeter, which gives the answer of 43.6 millimeter squared. Okay? Intindihan? So, force over area lang po palagi, tas unit analysis. Naintindihan po? Hello? Okay, o sige, pakikopya mo na or
Messenger.
Okay, next. Diyan a hollow steel tube with an inside diameter of 100 mm must carry a tensile load of 400 kilonewton. So sabing tensile against the force pahila, parang nagtatag of war. So determine the outside diameter of the tube if the stress is limited to 120 meganewton per square meter. So ang given natin is na load is 400 kilonewton. So ito yung kanyang diagram, ito yung kanyang drawing. Okay, this one. So syempre, yung load pababa is always pababa. No, ito yung hollow. So pag sinabi nating hollow, okay, may butas. Yung isipin yung tubo. No? Nakikita na kayo ng tubo. Alam niyo kung ano tsura ng tubo. Kasi yung makakita. Yung mga estudyante ko yan dati. Kilala ko ng mga yan. Oh. Sorry.
Yes po.
Okay? So yung tubo, yung hollow. So pag sinabi nating hollow, merong outside diameter, this one, syempre, outside diameter. And this one is the inside diameter. Okay? So this one, syempre, itong area na to, itong shaded portion na to, no? Between the outside diameter and the inside diameter is what? The thickness. Okay? This is the thickness of the hollow tube. So, okay? So, meron tayong given na 400 kilonewton. So, kung makikita nyo dito, kinonvert ito sa newtons. Kasi, bakit po sir? Kung makikita natin, okay, para maging consistent lahat ng unit, no? Kasi ang magkakonsistent din ng unit, di ba, pag ito lang para hindi kayo mahirapan. Basta, ang tandaan nyo, ang megapascal ay newton per square millimeter. Tapos, ang kilopascal is kilonewton per square meter. Okay? So, given, meron tayong stress na 120. So, may correction dito guys ha. O yan, sinasabi na. So, sa given, siya ay megapascal. So, dito, tatanggalin natin tong M. Okay? So 120 megapascal yung ating stress. Okay?
Project study, doon ako naka-schedule sa lahat. Ang dapat makita doon, yung lahat ng mga components
Okay. So now, syempre, 'di ba, ang stress is force over area. Ngayon, since ang ating material is a hollow tube, no? Ibig sabihin ng area niyan is area ng cylindrical surface o it's a cylinder. Kaya ako sinabi dito sa hollow may outside diameter at saka may inside diameter. Ngayon may iba ng area niya compared dun sa ginawa natin sa number 1. Ano? Kasi dito solid ito, no? Buong tube ito. Okay? Wala siyang butas, no? So may iba yung area ng ating given dito. So anong area ng ating pag-hollow cylinders given by? So diyan nakalagay the outside minus inside. So therefore, to simplify, para hindi kayo malito, area kapag hollow, area ng hollow is pi over 4, parenthesis, outside diameter squared minus the inside diameter squared. Okay? So para hindi na kayo malito dito sa binigay dito sa module, ano? So yan na po yung pinaka-formula ng area natin sa cylindrical. Basta may ano, may pag sinabing hollow, ano? Kasi meron pa yung solid na cylinder yung walang butas. Okay? So substitute natin yung given. Ano bang hinahanap? Determine the outside diameter. So outside diameter yung hinahanap natin. Tapos given naman yung ating inside diameter. O yun, direct sub lang. Okay? So given din yung ating stress, given din yung ating force, ayun, makukuha na natin. Ano? So yung ating stress is 120 Newton per square millimeter is equal to yung force na kinonvert natin from kilonewton to Newton para consistent po yung ating unit. 400,000 Newton divided by the area. Ano ulit yung area? Pi over 4 is equal to outside diameter. Okay? So kasi, sir, bakit po 1/4 yung nandito? E di cross multiply lang yan. Napunta lang yung pi sa taas. Okay? So ito, para hindi na kayo malito, ayan, pi over 4 lang din yan. Okay? Pi over 4, tapos yung DO squared na unknown minus the pi over 4 times yung inside diameter na given which is 100 mm squared. Okay? So ito minano-mano yung solution dito. Okay? So kinross multiply lang kaya napunta dun yung 400,000 tapos yung 120 naka-multiply dun sa denominator. So given 30 pi DO squared minus 300 pi. No, so itong solution nito pag hindi kayo marunong mag-shift solve, ano, pag magaling kayo mag-algebra, o di pwede aring garning solution. Okay? Pero pag tinatamad naman kayo, shift solve na lang, o di ayan. So we have an answer of outside diameter of 119.3488 millimeter. So solve nga natin. Type nga natin sa calcio kung tama.
Sir Alan, ang CPD daw po ang sunod na available ay April 25. Sa business pa kayo? Ay, di yung activity na sa April. April 18 po kasi yung sunod na daligay ng CPD. Yung activity ng part. Ililipat. Ay, iba na lang.
Ayun, bakit negative yung akin? Wait lang ha. Nag-negative. Negative ba yung lumabas sa inyo? Hindi. Anong lumabas sa inyong calcio? Ba't nag-negative yung sa akin? $400,000. I-retype ko nga ulit. Wait lang ha. Pi over 4 minus pi over 4 100 squared. Negative pa rin eh. Bakit kaya negative? Pag sinipsolve mo, siya ay negative. Pero 119 pa din yung value. Pag minano-mano mo, 400 plus 300 pi, 300,000 pi over 30 pi.
Thank you. So
Malamang
what's
positive siya.
for the change in mass? In 3, 2, 1,
Okay.
raise your hand.
So tama naman yung sagot. Pag sinipsolve mo, nagne-negative lang. Okay. Questions?
O yung mass?
Are there any questions? Naintindihan po kung paano naging nasolve tong number 2? Okay, silence means yes. Ano? Sige, walang nagtatanong eh. Walang nasagot. Ano? Sige. Sabihin, nakaka-catch up kayo, naintindihan niyo yung ating ginagawa. Q. Ano ba naman tanong yan, Utoy? Tatype mo lang kung ano nandito. Ano ibig mong sabihin? Ah, ano ba naman tanong yan, Utoy?
So ito, makukuha natin yung PPM.
Paano po itatype sa Calcio? Ay nako. Pipindutin mo yung Calcio.
For yung gagawin natin yung to see temperature pero ibabalik na 50 September.
Sino gayon? Sino gayon nagtanong na yun?
So you're gonna use pressure 1, temperature 2, constant pa rin naman po yung volume natin. So we could obtain number, mass number 2. So consider natin for the values and we don't keep our mass number.
Oh, kopya muna. Wala kang ibang tanong
So that is
bukod doon. Sige, kopya muna.
Ang mass 2 ay
Anong next? Oh, number 3.
dun sa pressure.
Okay.
Then,
So sabi dyan, a rod is composed of an aluminum section rigidly attached between steel and bronze sections. As shown, so focus muna tayo dito sa figure na ito. Okay. So the axial loads are applied at the positions indicated. If P is equal to 3,000 pounds and the cross-sectional area of the rod is 0.5 inches squared, determine the stress in each section. So ano ba pag sinabi nating cross-sectional area? Imagine nyo itong rod na ito. Okay, itong rod na ito. Yung harap niyan, di ba rod? Cylinder din yan. Ano? Okay, front view. So ito, yung shaded area na yan, yan yung cross-sectional area. Okay, yung front view ng rod. Kasi itong nandito sa figure P107, yan ay naka-side view. Pag hinarap nyo yan, ganito yan. Ano? Yes?
Sir, ano lang po,
Anong concern mo,
medyo po
Utoy?
malabo yung CAS niyo po, ang presentation. Yung presentation po malabo po.
Yung?
Ayan po.
Ayan. Ayan. Okay na ba? Okay. So now, ayan yung sinasabi kong cross-sectional area. So pag nakaharap yung rod. So this is 0.5 inches squared. Okay? So determine the stress in each section. So given, yung ating P is 3,000 pounds, no? Ayan, pointing to this one. Okay. So area ng so sabi diyan, yung itong kabuuan ng rod na ito is made out of three materials. Isa ay bronze, isa ay aluminum, at isang steel. Tapos magkakadikit sila. Ano? Rigidly attached. Ibig sabihin, naka-steady lang siya naka-attach dito sa wall na to. Okay? Steady lang siya. Now, if P is 3,000 pounds and determine the stress area. So stress sa bronze, stress sa aluminum, at stress sa steel. Sabi dyan, dito sa solution na to, sa given, area of the steel is equal to area of bronze is equal to area of aluminum. Siyempre, isang ano naman yan nasa isang composition sila. So therefore, equal sila ng area. Ano? Not unless na may sabihin na mas malaki yung diameter nung isa. Pero since same naman sila, okay, rigidly attached sila sa isang sa wall, so ibig sabihin, equal sila ng cross-sectional area. At obvious naman sa figure, ano? Okay? Wow. For the solution, for bronze, ayan, so summation of forces X laang. Kasi wala namang vertical force na sinabi. Okay? Axial force o axial load. So pag sinabi nating axial, no, parallel siya dun sa mismong figure or dun sa mismong material. Unlike kapag normal, perpendicular. So ibig sabihin parallel, edi nandito lang siya, ayan, kita naman sa figure, parallel siya. Okay? O kapag normal, edi nakaganyan. Okay? So kaya walang summation of y kasi wala namang vertical force. Ano? Okay? Now, for bronze, so may drawing na ako before, hindi ko na mabura kung bakit. Yeah, ay mabura. Okay? Now, for bronze, so summation of forces X is equal to 0. So assuming forces going to the right is positive. Kaya itong negative 4P na ito, negative. Kaya itong 4P na ito ay negative. Plus yung P na papunta doon, okay? And then yung P sa bronze ay negative. Ba't negative? Bakit negative? Bakit negative? Bakit negative? P bronze. Parang mali itong aking FBD. So dapat ay kung P po PBR is equal to negative 4P plus P. So positive po dapat itong ating PBR, ano? Okay? So nilipat ito sa 0, so dapat ito ay
Sa witness.
4P minus P. Kaya naging positive. So P bronze is equal to positive 3P. Okay? Now,
Yung sabi, tatanong ko pa ngayon, hindi doon yan.
Sabi ko, i-check mo nga kasi sinunod ko muna sa kanya.
Ano na rin, Tia?
Sana.
Hindi mo rin nalagyan.
Ang doon, tama.
Isa.
Hindi po pwede April.
Bakit? Akala ko
April 25 na po. Hindi na daw po nag-push yung meeting.
Sige. Siya, ipapasok ko na rin sa iyo yung ano pa. Tatlo pa.
Okay? So meron tayong yung P ng bronze, ayan, kung makikita nyo, mali yung ating sign ano. So positive 'yan. So given is 3 times yung given na P natin which is 3,000 divided by the cross sectional area. So this will be 3 times 3,000 divided by 0.5 is 18,000 pounds per square inch. Okay? Next. So same procedure for steel naman. Okay, papunta doon yung P. Okay, so assuming the forces X is equal to 0, assuming na ang ating going to the right is positive. So negative 4P plus PST is equal to 0. Nilipat sa kabila. Kaya naging PST is equal to 4P. Positive. Naging positive ito. Nilipat sa kabila. And transpose. So therefore, 4 times 3,000 divided by 0.5 will give you 24,000 pounds per square inches. Ano? Stress yan, unit ng stress, force over area. So baka malito kayo, sir, bakit po P? Ganun din naman yun. Ano? Force over area din yan. Okay? Basta ang unit ng stress, lagi tatandaan, unit ng force divided by the unit ng area. Kaya dapat alam niyo yung mga units niyo. Kaya nga tayo nung first meeting pala, ay puro units na yung ating inaaral.
Christine, para hindi ka naman
Okay? And same for aluminum. So summation of forces X is equal to 0. So this based tayo sa aluminum. So meron siyang P aluminum na papunta sa kanan and then 4P na papunta sa kaliwa. Okay? So P aluminum is equal to 4P. So ganun lang din yon, parang same lang nun sa steel. Okay? So kaya equal sila ng stress. Yun, paulit-ulit lang tayo sa force over area. Okay? Questions? Kung wala, naintindihan, silence means yes, sige. Kopya. Okay, next. So, an aluminum rod is rigidly attached between a steel rod and a bronze rod as shown in the figure. Okay? Axial loads are applied at the positions indicated. So, find the maximum value of P that will not exceed a stress in steel of 140 megapascal, in aluminum of 90 megapascal, or in bronze of 100 megapascal. So force naman po yung hinahanap natin dito. Given yung ating area for each material and given yung ating stress for each material. Okay? So ganun lang ulit. Stress is equal to force over area. Ulit-ulit lang tayo na mauumay kayo sa force over area. Okay?
Alright.
Basta kabisado nyo yung unit ng stress, hindi nyo makakalimutan yung formula na force over area. Okay? So, given for bronze, as you can see in the figure, so ito yung ating FBD.
Sa pagsalo, medyo
Okay.
nawala ako sa mood. Dahil walang nagsagot from Outmore. Ayan. So, engage.
So, summation of forces X is equal to 0. So, assuming forces going to the right is positive. Okay? So, okay, negative 2. Okay, negative 2 PBR or yung P ng bronze is equal to 0. So, transpose it. Kaya naging siya ay positive. So, substituting to the formula. Okay? So, ito. Given yung stress ng bronze. Anong stress ng bronze? Anong stress dyan ng bronze? So, 100
So ngayon,
100 megapascal or 100 newton per square millimeter. Is equal to, ano yung force natin? No, 2PBR over yung area ng bronze which is 200 squared. So, simplifying or solving which will give you a 10,000 Newton compressive force. Bakit po compressive, sir? O, ano ulit pinagkaiba ng compressive? Paano pag sinabi pala natin compressive? Di ba? Iniipit or kino-compress, sinishrink natin yung material. Bakit po naging compressive yung sa bronze, sir? Kung makikita nyo dito, yung mas malaki yung force dito papunta rito kesa rito. Ito yung ating bronze. So, ibig sabihin, kung mas malaki yung force dito, tutulak siya rito, mako-compress yung ating bronze material. Okay, nakikita ba? Ayan o. Okay? Kaya naging compressive. Siyempre, mas malaki yung pang-ipit na force, edi mako-compress nga naman yung ating material for bronze. Next, for aluminum. Oh, ganun din, yung parang ginawa natin sa number 3. Kung makikita natin, mayroon tayong 2P na papunta dito and then P na papunta sa kanan. Okay? Bali, mali pala yung analyzation. Ito palang arrow na to, guys. Ito is for aluminum. So bali walang pin. So bali yung pin ng bronze is papunta talaga sa left side. So talagang mako-compress yan kasi walang magko-kontra. Okay? So ba yung sa aluminum naman, doon yung analysis ko kanina. Okay? So isang pin lang yung papunta rito, then 2 pin papunta dito. So syempre mas malaki yung force na papunta sa kaliwa, mako-compress yan. So same process. So summation of forces X, simplify. So assuming na ang going to the right is positive, so positive P minus 2P is equal to 0 P ng aluminum. So ito nilipat dito. Okay? So kaya ito naging minus P. Kaya P aluminum na lang yung natira. Okay? So bakit nawala yung 2? Wait lang. So P minus 2P is equal to 0. Tapos,
Inasin din may pagtakas, sila ihihilay dito bubalik.
okay. So ito kasi dyan, digay ari pilaang. Pilaang ato. Digay P minus 2P is equal to 0. Tapos, bakit may is equal to P aluminum pa? Lipat ito dito. P with 2P is equal to negative P. Let's divide both sides by 2. Negative 2. Cancel. P is equal to P. Ayan. Okay. Ko na. Ulitin ko ha. Ganyan na nangyari. Kaya naging P is equal to P. Kaya lang mali yung sign. Hindi dapat yan negative P. So ganito po yan guys. So yung summation of forces, so assuming going to the right is positive, kaya P minus 2P is equal to 0. Tapos ito nilipat sa kabila, kaya naging negative 2P is equal to negative P. Okay? Ang ginawa ko kanina, negative. Hindi magiging negative 1/2.
Go ahead, Nathan. Show your solution.
Pag negative 2 over negative 2, hindi magiging 1/2. Positive. Magiging P is equal to positive 1/2 ni P. So yan yung tamang equation guys.
Minsan pag nagpakupo, minsan nagpupulo-pulo yan sa buong
So P is equal to 1/2 P. So given so force over area, we have the stress ng aluminum. Ano yung stress ng aluminum? 90 megapascal. So 90 Newton per square mm is equal to 1/2 P over yung area na, anong area ng aluminum? 400 square mm. So ano po yung ating P for aluminum? So may iba yan. Okay, 90 to Okay, anong sagot? Anong magiging sagot? So ito, mag-iba na to. Disregard this one. Anyone? 72,000. Ano? 72,000. Anong unit, guys? Newton. Okay? Newton. Compressive din. Kasi based on this diagram, mas malaki din yung force papunta sa kaliwa. Okay? So for bronze, ganun din guys. So summation of forces X is equal to 0. So lahat ng force, kung makikita nyo sa diagram, yung 4P papuntang kaliwa. Yung tension. Okay, so assuming this is again positive. Okay, check natin. Negative 4P plus P minus 2P. Ayun, tumama na. Is equal to 0. Simplifying So,
Kasi walang energy.
so negative plus positive. Zero, di ba? Minus negative 2. Minus 2. So, this is negative 2p. Okay? So, unahin natin, negative 4. Sorry pala, mali. Erase.
Yes po, 7,200.
Negative 4 plus.
Hindi natin naging issue kung ay...
So, negative 3 dapat ito. So, this is negative 3 minus positive 2, kaya negative 5. So, tama, negative 5 is equal to
60 or inches?
P. Bakit P? Is equal to 0. Kung negative 5, P is equal to 0.
Naging issue kung siya naka-centimeter, meter kasi makakancel out lang din po siya. So good job. Gonna give, ano pinito ni Nathan?
Boragay.
I'll give also 15 points for Boragay. Malaki na yun ha, panghatak yun.
So, therefore, yung P daw ng bronze is equal to
Na perfect nyo yun.
negative. So, yan, kaya tama to, tama. This is correct. So, negative P. So, substituting to the formula, okay, force over area, anong ating stress ng for bronze is 100 megapascal. So, 100, for bronze ba? Tama. For bronze is 100 megapascal. Steel pala yung 140. Ano? So, for bronze is 100. Ay, wait. Typo, guys. Typo. This is for steel. Narito na ako. Kaya naman din yung sinasabi, ano? This is steel. Okay? Block na lang natin.
So for now, we're gonna end this class po. Abay mga ito.
Steel. Ito is steel. No? Correction. No? Wag lang kopya ng kopya. Kopya ka ng kopya eh. Yan. Okay? Basta ako, din pag tinatanong ko din, naintindihan, wala nasagot, sige, di naintindihan nyo, bahala kayo. Okay, now, so force over area given sa ating steel is 140. Kayo, nalito ako, kala ko 100 ulit. So, steel nga pala to. Typo siya ha. So, 100 Newton per square millimeter is equal to negative 5P over yung area ng steel. Anong area ng steel? 500.
We're gonna pass na today na kay Dean Office.
So, ano po yung ating P4?
Nagpa-pile up na lang kami. Papasa kami. Yes po. Di ba, ang bilis?
Okay, that is negative.
Kala wala problema.
Negative.
Mali na naman.
Tama naman. So, negative 14,000. So, bakit sir pinasitive dito? Alam mo,
Huwag na.
bumanas bigla. Wait lang.
Kung gagamitin mo madalas,
Hindi, okay lang yun. Sige, Sarah Bella, wala problema.
Yaman? Palis na sa din.
Sir, wala.
So, bakit po naging ginawang positive dito? Tapos nakalagay is compressive. Kung mapapansin nyo, no? Papuntang steel, ito is compressive.
Update din ako sa inyo, bro.
Bunta siya rito. So, i-compress. So, bale, lahat ng itong aluminum rod na ito, which is made for bronze, aluminum, and steel, lahat siya ay i-compress. With the given parameters of 140 megapascal, 90 megapascal, and 100 megapascal. Okay, naintindihan po?
Tagal po.
Questions?
Yun nga, ma'am, kaya...
Wala. O sige, kopya.
Yung mga header lang naman.
Yes.
Sir, tanong ko lang po dun sa for aluminum
aluminum po. Hindi po ba tama yung negative
Kaya mo, that
P
work
is
from.
equal
Hindi ka naman
to P
walang
aluminum?
Negative P. Ulitin natin
Parang
to.
magandang work from home din ang Sabado Linggo.
Kasi po, similar terms po yung P minus 2P. Para po
Oo nga, kaya pala nag-negative 1. So, tama pala. Okay, hindi ko napansin yun. Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you very much. Okay. So, yan. Ganyan dapat, guys. Ano? Okay lang na magsabi ng concern. Ano? Huwag kayo mahiya. Hindi ko naman kayo pagagalitan. Ano? Ganito nga yung gusto kong ano, hindi nyo alam. Mali na pala yung kinukopya ninyo. Hindi nyo alam. Tinetesting ko lang pala kayo. Mali na yung natutunan ninyo. Ano? So, thank you. Di ka? So, negative P. So, tama naman. So, this will be negative P. Okay. So, anong lalabas sa sagot? 36. Magiging, I think, negative 36,000 yan. Correct? Oh. So, simplify. So, ginawang positive, ginawang absolute value na 36,000. Pero nilagay ng compressive kasi ko-compress yung ating aluminum. Okay, sige, kopya. Thank you very much. Okay, so before we continue with this, so next week, prepare for some, since tayo na may advance, sabihin na nating sit work or quiz, okay, regarding for the topics na na-discuss natin noong nakaraan, yung dynamics, kinematics, momentum, basta yung mga na-discuss natin noong nakaraan. Okay? Prepare kayo at maybe at least calcu, ballpen or um, mga bond paper na pagsusulatan ng inyong solution. Okay? Please take note, next week, dahil next week tayo ay face-to-face. So para hindi tayo sobrang advance at baka naman matapos na agad natin tong module, nawala, hindi pa nagmi-midterm, tapos na. Okay? So, gagawin natin every face-to-face ay magkakaroon tayo ng sit-works or quizzes. So, every face-to-face, mag-prepare kayo ng mga papel. Huwag naman scratch, Okay, at least kahit mga short bond paper or bond paper, kahit anong size na meron kayo, okay? So, yun. Naintindihan po, na-take note po ba yung sinabi kong announcement? So, sige. So, expect that next week sa ating face-to-face next Tuesday at saka Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay? Every face-to-face. Yun ang gagawin natin tuwing face-to-face. Okay. So proceeding tayo. So another type of stress is what we call the shear stress. So pag sinabi nating shear stress, so these are forces parallel to the area opposing the force including induced shearing stress. Imagine nyo kung based from this picture, nagkikiskisan yung metal. Imagine nyo, nagkikiskisan yung dalawang metal na yan. Pwede yung dalawang plate na yan. So that is what you call shear stress. Yung force na papunta dun sa kabila, sa left side, and yung force na papunta dun sa right side, okay, opposite the area, nagkakaroon ng kiskisan, what you call shearing. Okay? So that is shearing. Okay? Parallel to the area. So yung area natin is this one. Ito yung area opposing, tapos may nag-share na forces, opposite forces. Okay? So that is what do we mean by shear stress or shearing stress. Okay? It contrasts with tensile and compressive stress. Okay? Kasi yung tensile naman guys, wala namang opposing portion. Opposite naman yung forces pero hindi siya opposing sa area. Okay? And of course, syempre sa compressive, kasi yung compressive, naliit yung thickness or yung length, nag-shrink. So, yun po, for shear stress, which arise from forces acting perpendicular to the area they influence. So, shearing is also referred as the tangential stress. So, other term for shearing stress is tangential stress. So, wag malilito ha. Sir, ano po yung tangential stress? Hindi niyo po tinuro. Hindi po natin nakapag-solve ng tangential stress. So, shearing is same as tangential. O kapag sinabing tangential, shearing force din. Okay? And same formula din naman guys. Kahit ibang type of stress yan. Laging force over area lang yan. Alam niyo kung anong pinagkaiba? Yung area. Doon lang po nagkakaiba ang mga stresses. Pero same formula. Kasi bakit? Kung mapapansin niyo dito sa mga sinolve natin, sa normal stress, lagi siyang pwedeng hollow, pwedeng solid circular or solid na cylindrical. So nagkakaiba lang sila sa area. Okay? So for area, this one, so where B is the resultant shearing force, ganun pa rin. Huwag kayong malito sa letters, ganun pa rin yan, shearing stress. So, ang ginagamit ko lagi guys for shearing stress is S sub S is equal to force over area. Okay? So where V or F is the resultant shearing force, yung nagtutulak for the opposite sides, okay? Which passes, which passes, o naulit yung which passes, shearing force which passes through the centroid of the A or the area being sheared. Okay? Meron tayong tinatawag na single shear at meron tayong tinatawag na double shear. Kapag double shear, edi meron pang isang force sa baba. Kumbaga parang sandwich, Okay? Pag malilito sa letters, guys, same pa rin yan. S is equal to force over the area. So dito, since dalawa, double shear, edi 2 mahati. So S is equal to P is equal to F over 2A. Punching shear. Okay? Dahil tinatawag na punching shear o punching stress. Bubutasin natin yung steel plate, for example. So you can see in the figure, syempre, punching, bubutas, ibig sabihin, pababa yung ating force. Tapos, yung area is circumference times the thickness. So, ibig sabihin, ang kinocompute itong circumference, yung area nito, okay, times yung circumference, circumference pala, hindi area. Yun pala yung area. Circumference, ito, times the thickness. Ito yung thickness. Given by, pag ganyan, pag punching stress, di ba? Punching, pagpalagay natin na S sub P or punching shear kay S sub PS or SS sub P. Bahala na kayo, Bahala na kayo. So, yan. Force over area, whereas yung area natin is circumference times thickness. Ano ba yung circumference ng circle? Di ba? Pi d times thickness. So, ganun lang yung force over area. Basta stress, hindi magbabago yan kasi ang unit po palagi ng stress ay unit ng force over unit ng area. Okay? Kahit anong stress yan. Nagkakaiba lang sila depende sa type of stress kasi nag-iiba yung area yung material, yung area during the stress, during the process. Kaya tayo may iba't ibang stress. Normal stress, and now we have shearing stress, we have punching stress. Compressive stress, di ba? So, ganun din yun. Now, moving on. Sample problems. Okay. Sabi dyan, what force is required to punch a 20 millimeter diameter hole in a plate that is 25 millimeters thick? The shear strength is 350. So, mali. Type po ulit, guys. Wala po tayong M. So, ito ay Newton lamang. So, we have a stress or shear strength, okay, so ito ay mm squared. Daming typo, guys, no? Ayan. So, kaya natin, although siya may solution, ay inaano ulit natin. Sinosolve. So, meron tayong shear strength or shear stress na, so, given 350 megapascal or Newton per square millimeter. Tapos, diameter is equal to 20 mm. And then yung thickness, yung thickness ng plate. Ibig sabihin, yun din yung magiging thickness ng pagkabutas. So, thickness is equal to 25 mm. So, substituting to the formula, force yung hinahanap. So, shearing stress is equal to force over area where force over area is equal to force over anong area during punching dahil considering the thickness and the circumference by dt. Okay? So, bago siya naging ganyan, so 350 Newton millimeter millimeter square is equal to force na hinahanap over pi, ano yung diameter? 20 times 25. So given a force of, ayan, 549,778.7144 Newton. Okay, nakancel yung mm squared din eh. Newton yung natira. Okay, so that is for punching. Sample problem number 1. Okay, questions? Sir. Okay. Kopya muna. Okay, number 2. Okay, so a hole is to be punched out of a plate having a shearing strength of 40 ksi. So the compressive stress in the punch is limited to 50 ksi. Pag sinabi natin ksi, kips per inch. Okay? Malilito. So pag tinimes mo sa 1,000 yan, magiging pounds din yan. So parang sinabi ko na to before sa units natin. So given ayan, so ito is equivalent to, so 50 times 1,000, 50,000 PSI or pounds per square inch. So this one, 40,000 PSI. Ano? So this is the shearing strength. This one. And this one is the compressive stress, S sub C. Kasi baka malito kayo, no? Baka malito kayo pag letter T. Kasi ang ginagamit madalas sa, lalo na sa ating course sa mechanical, T is for torque. Ano? Di ba nabanggit ko na yung torque ng mga nakaraang lecture? Tanda pa ba si torque? Ano? So wag po kayong ano dito ha kasi baka malito kayo. Ano? So kaya natin to din-discuss. So instead of T, gawin natin S sub C kasi siya naman daw ay compressive stress. So A, compute for the maximum thickness of the plate in which a hole of 2.5 inches diameter can be punched. Hanapin natin yung thickness. Okay? And letter B, if the plate is, my condition, if the plate is 25 inches, determine the diameter of the smallest hole that can be punched. Okay? Ayan. So, punta muna tayo sa letter A. So, what is the thickness? Given ang ating diameter. So, alam natin, basta pag punching a hole ang area ay pi dt, no? Na yung pinakamadaling palatandaan, basta punch a hole, basta pagbubutas. Okay? Pi dt ang area. So given, so huwag kayo malilito ha, baka makikita kayo ng ganito, sir, hindi po namin alam yan. Ganun okay lang yun. Okay, kaya ko pinakita dito is pag tinimes mo lang naman sa 1,000 yan, magiging unit din yan ng force or unit ng force, no? Okay? So ang ginamit kasi dito, since ang kailangan lang naman is unit ng thickness, which is unit ng dimension, so hindi na kailangan itong tinimes. So ito kaya ko pinakita lang ito guys para malaman ninyo kung saan ito, kung ano bang unit array. Okay? So since dimension naman yung hinahanap, hindi na natin kailangan i-convert. Okay? Yan. So just so you know lang yung pinakita ko para makita nyo ano ba yung KIPS na yun, ano ba yung KSI. Okay? So letter A, what is the maximum thickness? So given stress is equal to force over area. And we all know that the area is equal to pi dt. Okay? So given yung ating stress na shear strength, tama pala, shear strength na 50, so 50, ayan, 50 is equal KIPS per inches squared is equal to F over pi 2.5 T. Okay. Anong thickness dito? Teka lang. So wala pa palang force. So maliit. So mali ang ginawa ko. Sorry guys. Agad ako diretso. So hinahanap muna natin yung force. Ano? Wala ka tayong given na force. Walang force na magpapunch dun sa butas. Okay? Diyan pa ba kayo? Okay? So walang force. So dito ang ginawa, yun pa rin, force over area. Kaya lang, kinonsider muna yung buong diameter. Ay, yung buong para makuha yung P. Okay? So P, so stress is given. So 50, ito'y 50, ito'y 50 is equal to F over area ng bilog. No? Pi over 4 d squared. So bakit sir pi over 4 d squared? Kasi hahanapin pa lang natin yung force na magtutulak sa kanya. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ano ba yung pambutas? Di ba cylinder? Okay? Ayan. So buong bilog yung i-consider niya. So yun yung pambutas. Kaya area ng circle yung ginamit muna natin to find the force. Okay? Now, so given, nakuha natin yung force which is 245.4369261. Tama ba? Tama to, guys? So tama walang nasagot eh. Sige. O na lang kakahiya naman. Okay, so based on shear strength of the plate. So bakit sir, dalawa pong stress yung given, bakit shear strength po yung ating ginamit? Ma'am, gagamit yung table. So bakit po shear strength? Okay, instead of compressive. Okay. So, kasi sabi, kung titignan nyo dito sa problem, babalikan nyo dito sa a hole is to be punched out of it having a shear strength of 40. Ibig sabihin, ito yung shear strength na to, yan yung strength na bubutas dun sa plate. Okay? Intindihan? Ngayon, nasa na? So, kaya po, base sa so, shear strength is equal to force over area, which is to force to pi over dt. So, dito, kinonsider na natin yung area, yung thickness. Ano kasi bubutasin na. So, nakuha na natin yung force. So, substituting, ano ba yung shear strength natin? Okay, which is 40. Bakit 40 yung ginamit? Ang shear stress natin ay tama, 40 nga pala. Sorry guys. Okay. So dito, ang ginamit is yung 50 kasi i-compress. Ano? Pababa. Pa-compress siya pababa. Okay? I-compress yung plate. Ngayon dito, yung shear strength, yung 40 na ang gagamitin natin. Okay? Yun yung strength na pambutas na. Okay, ito, compressive force pa lang ito. Hanapin natin yung force. Okay, so this is kips in inches is equal to yung force na nakuha natin, yung 245 point dot dot dot. Oh, ito yun ha. Susunod. Pi.
Pwede.
Ma'am,
Hindi, okay na sir.
ano pa? Sige. Okay, mega ano pa. So, pi times yung diameter. Ano yung diameter? 2 point. Ano to? Ba't may squared na dito? Ayan, wala to ha. Ayan, ang daming typo dito. Ano? So, wala itong square ha. So, 2.5 times yung thickness. Ayan. So, hindi na natin inano yung kips kasi makakancel din naman. Kips yung unit ng force natin, kips yung unit ng stress. So, matitira is inches. So, 2 inches, makakancel ang isa, inches yung natira. Okay?
Sabi ko, ano kung hindi ka na?
Bye-bye, Ma'am Luby.
Babay po.
Namigay na kayo ng score sa kanila sa O1. Ay, sa
Ang
O.
So, tama naman ang 0.78125 yung akin. 0.0001. So, okay lang din naman. So, pag ni-round off, ito yung tamang sagot. 0.7187813. Okay? Questions? Okay, sige. Kung wala, kopya. So, may isa pa palang tanong. So, if the plate is 0.25 inches thick, determine the diameter of the smallest hole that can be punched. So, kung makikita natin dito guys, sa solution, dalawang equation yung ating ginawa. Ano? Based on compression and based on shearing. Hanap smallest diameter. Pwede rin naman garni. Wait lang. Kukunin natin based on compression is force over area where compression is 50 is equal to okay. So pinag-equate. Nga po, given yung ating from shearing stress, 'di ba meron tayong um compress pala, sorry, is equal to force over area where this is 50, okay? This is 50 and this is unknown. But we have an area of pi over 4 d squared. So dito kinross multiply ito. So 50 divided by 4 will give you 12.5 pi. So F will be 12.5 pi t squared. So this is your equation 1. So based on sharing naman, ganun din. Okay? Paano ito nangyari? Pi dt. Okay. So hindi diba? Ito ay galing sa F over area which is F over pi dt. So meron tayong given na sharing which is 40. Tapos unknown yung F. Over pi t. Whereas yung F natin, ang value ay 40 is equal to 12.5 no, pi d squared tapos pi d t. So dito pa lang pwede na natin makuha yung kung para sure, kung pwede natin i-shift solve na to. Diba? Kung isasubstitute natin dito yung value ng given na thickness, may given na thickness na 0.25. Okay, so kung isasubstitute natin dito, 40 is equal to 12.5 pi d squared over pi d times 0.25. Kung iano natin, shift solve natin, this one, 40 is equal to 12.5 pi times yung unknown squared divided by pi tapos yung unknown tas thickness na 0.25. Ayun, 0.8. In-equate lang yan natin yung dalawang stress. So dito, tama din naman to kung masipag kayo mag-equation. Kung walang shift solve yung calcu nyo, edi pwedeng garne yung ganyong gawin. Okay? Questions? O yan, pakikopya. Ay, nandito. Dito na pala. Yan. pala. So tuloy na lang po natin to bukas, ano, itong number 3 at saka itong number 4, and then we will proceed with the type of another stress which is bearing stress. Okay, are there any